Well, we have our Verizon wireless mailbag, and if you'd like to text your question to 8610, standard messaging rates apply, standard texting rates apply, or go online to ESPN.com to submit your question. This weekend's question comes from Heidi in Monterey, California. And Rusty Wallace, she heard about, they just announced the double file restarts for the Sprint Cup Series. Can you explain what this means?
Well, they're going to have double file restarts right now. Instead of the cars lining up on the outside and all the lap cars on the inside lane, it's going to be the first car on the inside, second car on the outside, third place car on the inside, just basically like the start of the race. And if somehow you got trapped in the front and you were at the tail end of the longest, or tail end of the lead lap, so to speak, we hear a lot, you would get waved around. And that's something that's going to change in NASCAR. Stay tuned. A lot of people are still confused how it's going to work out, but NASCAR inform us. Doc?
And if we had it right now, what that means is that Leffler and Kyle Busch would be side by side, and you would have Edwards and Keselowski 2 by 2 with other lead lap cars up front, which I think is a great move by NASCAR. Will give us much better competition on the restarts.
Going to be a lot of fun. We'll see the start of it at Pocono tomorrow.
Yeah, how about when they get to Martinsville or Watkins Glen going into turn 1? That's going to be fun to watch. All right, Ken Leffler, hold on. Remember, he talked about he might be a sitting duck here, not having changed tires. And here goes Kyle Busch.
He's a sitting duck for sure for Kyle Busch with fresh tires against Jason Leffler with 20 laps on his. And a little steering issue. See Eric Darnell in the 6 car. He's the first car 1 lap down.
Yeah, Carl Edwards actually is the third place car. It is a 60 car, then the 88 of Keselowski.
Guys, a lot of times these guys are a lap down on that inside lane. They just don't feel like they can race those leaders. They really don't want to get in their way, but with this new rule that NASCAR is doing, everybody's going to be racing everybody, and I think this rule is pretty cool.
Carl Edwards having trouble now getting by his teammate, the 6 car.
Now we got some 3 wide action getting into 3. Sorts itself out, but Legacy gets loose, chases it up the hill.
Legacy a lap down, and again they're 3 wide. There is Stenhouse in the 16. Then Bliss in the 1 car is on the lead lap in 7th spot.
Careful, guys.
Oh, 3 doesn't fit right here. Not too good.
Still in the middle.
Still 3 wide.
Still in the middle.
Okay, now we're sorting back to 2.
That's that veteran of Mike Bliss knowing when to back out, because, man, when you lose that air to that car, that baby gets loose in the center. A lot of guys spinning because of that situation. Bliss got away with it.
Yeah, Bliss in the 1 car is 7th. Behind him, Stephen Light in the 29 is 8th.
Guys, you see how they're so racy right now. 3 wide, 2 wide. I got to believe, Andy, I know I'm harping on this new rule that NASCAR is doing, but I got to believe we're going to see a lot more of this style racing when that rule happens, because they can race everybody instead of staying away from the leaders.
Yeah, that's the difference. We've got lap down cars racing in among the lead lap cars. You won't see that with the new restart rule because they'll all be racing the cars that are on their lap.
Right now, there are just 12 cars on the lead lap. Whoa, trouble.
Big crash off turn 4.
Wreck behind you. Yellow
4 or 5 cars involved in a turn 4.
Over there. There's going to be debris everywhere.
That was huge.
Sean Case involved. The 99 of Trevor Bayne, the 27 of Keller.
Doc, a lot of the hopefuls that we were talking about in our show, Cale Gale's involved in this thing. Big damage to the front of Kevin Harvick's car.
Stenhouse car just destroyed in the front end. Got oil leaking out of it.
And this is the 2nd car that they've lost now. They really wanted one up in practice, guys. Now, Jack Roush has taken 2 destroyed cars home from that 16 team.
There's Jason Keller. Now, he was 6th in the point standings on pit road. Here's the 33, Cale Gale. His only start of the season.
Yeah, it's not what he wanted out of this. See right here, Stenhouse gets loose off turn 4 and then stacks them up. See Keller nowhere to go. All these cars just victims of this.
When Sean Case really gets a piece, he really did the right thing when he saw Stenhouse spinning. He slowed up, then get hit in the back.
Looking back from Mike Bliss, you see Stenhouse get sideways, and then suddenly they just all stack up.
Caution's out. Caution's out. Caution's out.
Here's Kevin Conway. We're riding with him, and oh, look what he looks at. Cars everywhere he slips through.
Great job. I mean, he did a good job picking his way through that mess right there.
There's Stenhouse. Watch the 27 and 2 come up across.
Yeah, once the contact happened with Keller and Sean Case, that was what involved a lot of cars there.
You know, I'd be interested to see the right front tire in that 16 car, because it looked like it was a little soft. Like maybe it's going down when it came by, it looks like the sidewall was really flexing. And if that right front was going down for Ricky, that could have caused his spin.
So again, the cars involved here. 4th caution flag of the night. Ricky Stenhouse. There's Cale Gale in the 33 car for Kevin Delana Harvick. 27 car of Jason Keller, the 6th place man in the points. The 2. There is the 2 of Sean Case involved, and the 99 also involved Trevor Bayne. There is Case's car. He is back on the racetrack, but considerably beaten up. Five cars involved in an incident coming out of turn 4 on lap 124. Now Kevin Conway somehow gets through all this. They're spinning, they're sliding, and he threads the needle to get by.